Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we are going to be verifying a few Wizards of the Coast booster boxes. I'm going to show you why I had a little concern. I wanted to open these up before I sold them on my eBay. This box in particular, it seems okay. The only thing that was a red flag to me was the way the seal was. Most of the time, I don't know why it's so shaky, you have a seal that's going across the left, right, and the back. But with Jungle, I have seen it like this before, where it's on the front, right, and back, and this one doesn't have it on the left. There is some damage to the box itself. The material feels right. I weighed it out. That seems okay. I took a peek in there. Everything from that perspective seems okay. But before I sold it on the website, or on eBay, I wanted to go ahead and open it up, and then we'll put the tamper evidence seals back on it, because we are going to be selling it as a whole. This isn't something that is going to be used for a break for a live video. Now, ironically enough, the guy was like, well, I bought this box from you back in 2020, so if there did end up being an issue, then we would have to, I would check, make sure that it was indeed the box that I sold him, and if it was, then I would be the one who's responsible. But we're going to check it anyways. I'd rather check it before I have it put up on eBay. There it is, another seal broken. I'm going to pull it off here. I'm going to count the packs inside too. Let me go ahead and pull this up just a little bit, make it a little bit easier. Everything's looking okay. This pack kept going around left and right anyways. Alright, so we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And then I'm going to check the seals on some of the packs too. But 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 8. So we've got 36 packs. Make sure that they all have the first edition stamp. Just looking right here. Okay, so that's it. Flareon, Scyther, Wigglytuff, Flareon, Scyther, Wigglytuff. So that's looking, well, there's two Flareons there. Flareon, Scyther, Wigglytuff. For the most part, looks like they are repeating. Had that one where there was a double Flareon. I wonder if that means there'll be a missing Flareon on this side. We got Scyther, Wigglytuff, Flareon, Scyther, Wigglytuff, Flareon. Yeah, and all these have the first edition stamp as well. So those look good, and there's a double Wigglytuff at the back of that one. Let me check the seals on some of them. Now, a lot of times people will get packs and they're worried because like this part of the flap pulls off. That's not always a red flag. I mean, I guess sometimes it can be, but I'm not really sure what situation. But the biggest thing I get people asking about is when you're looking at this seal here, they'll be able to pull the flap apart, which we might be able to, like this pack. You can see right there, like my knife is actually going in between it. You can see where it pulls it back, but it should do that because if you're looking at the seal, the crimp is only crimped to right here, so that top part should actually split. If it doesn't, a lot of times it's because it's been glued, and so it's actually more of a red flag, to me at least anyways, if you can't come in here and actually pull that top apart, at least down to where the crimp is. And same thing with the bottom. So the seal looks good on that one. Let me put these back here. Let's check a few on this side. And we'll do the same thing with the Team Rocket. I'm already convinced that this box is okay. I'm not seeing any red flags whatsoever once we've got inside of it. So I do feel confident selling this with the little verified tamper evidence stickers. Not seeing any tugging on any of the packs. And what I'll do real quick is I'll just waste some of the packs. I'm going to shuffle them back up in there after that just a little bit, just in case somebody did. Well, I guess if you open it, you're going to be able to do it anyways. Alright, so that's a 20.23, and this box was about 0.5 ounces lighter than the other No Expert logo box that I had. So that one would probably be like a heavy. Yeah, probably a light, heavy. Okay, so we're seeing a good weight distribution, all in the same range as what you would expect. We saw 2 heavies there. We'll just go ahead and see how many heavies there are. And I'll show you what I mean by the no expert logo on it. There's a third. Maybe we can verify it's a 3 heavy box. Team Rocket's not as easy. But with Jungle Fossil Base, you should always see a pretty good disparity between the heavies and the lights. There's 4 heavies. Isn't it crazy? Like, these are like super lights almost. My no expert logo box weighed 1 pound 11.6 ounces, and this one weighed 1 pound 11.1. If I'm thinking right. Is that the 5th heavy? I think that was the 5th heavy. 6. I guess we could always go back and count them. So there's that stack. So we had 6 heavies in there. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's good. I'm not even going to weigh the other side. And then I'm going to put all of the packs back inside of the box. Sometimes it's tough keeping everything on screen, but there we go. Alright, so now we just shut the box back up. So this is a full box. We'll put the tamper evidence seals on it. And then I'll show you guys what I was talking about. Make sure that's centered about right. Now, this wasn't like a super pretty box to begin with. Had some little tears to it. Make sure those things are on there pretty good. The next box, though, the main reason I wanted to check it was because of the condition. So that'll be the fossil box, or the first edition jungle box. But I want to put another one down there. Maybe I'll put 2 more at the bottom, just right there in the corner. Just because that flap is going to come out a little extra. Put 1 there. So this one will get 5 little stickers. Alright, so there you go. Now, what I was talking about, the no expert logo, is usually like a little expert logo that's, might be, I think it's here, might be up here, but it was missing on this one. This is considered a more rare variant, but I don't really know if it is much more rare than the others. However, it is one of the, I believe there's 6 jungle variations. It's kind of crazy. I think I have 5 of them still. Well, I guess if you consider the long hanger packs, there might be 7, because I sold off just the standard jungle box. But all right, so there's that one. Now we're going to do a Team Rocket first edition box as well. This one actually seemed to check out for the most part. It was hard for me to verify the condition though, because there's there's a tear. Where was it at? I thought there was one down here, but like you have tears on the corners. You can see that. See how it's just kind of, it's been really roughed up. It's got a crease there. In fact, there's a big crease right here in the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh yeah, there's the tear in the bottom. I couldn't even see it a second ago. Big hole there. Top side just looks like it's been slid around quite a bit, pushed in there. So we're still going to open this box up just to verify everything's looking good on the inside, and then after that, that'll be it for this video. You guys can kind of see how I do this. Now I did check the weight. That looked good. The logos looked good. The material felt okay. But that's really all that and you go through and you try to check the damages that you find on the cellophane and make sure it matches up to any damage that you see on the box below it. But there's not too much more that you can do. unless you have like some kind of high-tech machine that can somehow see inside. Like I can always peek through the edge. I can move the box back and forth to see if there's light, if there's loose cards in there from where they might have popped out of resealed packs. All right, so let me put these like this, and I'm gonna flip it upside down. There we go. It's looking like a 36-pack box. We're gonna find out. All right, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So we got 18 packs there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18 packs. All right, so we have, they're all seem to be first edition so far. There's a split artwork, Jesse James, so it doesn't seem to be alternating, but the top ones could have went around. Wow, those were stuck pretty hard to each other. You can kind of tell they've been sitting on top of each other for, for a long time. You see where it's got the back of the previous pack on it. That's another thing that kind of adds to the provenance of the box, that it's just been untouched. It's been sitting here, not moving, nothing going on. But 1, 2, well, we already counted. So there's split, Jesse James, Giovanni. Look at that. Same with this one. Gyarados, and there's a split, Jesse James, Giovanni, Gyarados. Man, I would say that if you bought this box to have the packs graded, that would be something that would not be advisable, especially now. I know that they haven't stated that they've changed any of their, those are like super insetted. They haven't changed any of their standards, but they're grading differently. How, you know, I think the way he worded it was they're now just applying their standards, whereas before I guess they weren't. So I don't know how to take that. You can see stuck right onto it, and you can see it matches up. And we'll check the seals on some of these still too, but again, this box I believe looks just fine. This thing has definitely just been sitting. Alright, we'll look at a few of the seals. I'm not going to weigh them out because the weight doesn't work as well with Team Rocket anyways. It doesn't look like there's any tampering around the seals itself. In the front, I try to look right in here to see if it looks like there's any pinch marks. It's the same thing on the back side, because whenever, a lot of times people, when they open up packs, especially if they're going to reseal, they're just not super smart about it. They're just going to open up, they're going to pull that thing up right there and just pull it. Same thing, they'll do it on the bottom. I guess if you're like really smart, you'd figure out some way to break that seal right there through maybe like some kind of steam or something, but I've never done that kind of thing, so I'm not exactly sure that that's how you would do it. And like I said, when I was talking about the jungle, you know, sometimes you see these connected, a lot of times you don't. It's not necessarily a red flag to see something like that. I imagine since that one's broke, yeah, like all of these, you could just pull it. It's just going to pop right off from where it's just sitting there. But yeah, I believe that this one is just fine. I'm going to be able to sell this one in confidence. Put those there. Put these other 18 packs right in here. And then I'll get some tamper evidence seals on it. Just kind of jiggle this back and forth, let them settle in there. Nice and easy. Now we'll pull the plastic back over the top, and then I'll get some tamper evidence seals on them, and that will be it. We'll have it taken care of. There's one. We'll go ahead and try to keep this one off of the first edition stamp. Although it's really tough to see a first edition stamp on a Team Rocket box. A lot of times, man, it blends in. So if you've ever ran into trouble with that, don't think you're the only one. Sometimes I wonder if with boxes like this, if I should just take the seal off, but who knows, maybe it adds to some kind of trouble for people trying to open and reseal stuff. It's still a really rare thing. I believe. I don't really know how often it's being done, at least with these old boxes, just because, one, they're still pretty hard to find. They're expensive. You got to be able to do it well, and then if you get caught, it's just such a huge risk. Alright guys, there we go. There's the Team Rocket first edition box. I verified it. This will be going up for auction. If you plan on opening up the box for packs or something like that, might be a lot. You might be able to get it for a bit cheaper than a minty sealed first edition box that I guess nobody verified, but hopefully you can feel more confident knowing that we verified it on this channel. As always, thanks for watching the video. I know it was probably super boring for some of you who have seen this kind of thing happen several times, but maybe you picked up a little bit of information on being able to detect fake booster packs, or being able to just dispel some rumors like the little split in the top of the pack kind of thing where above the crimp. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll have another one coming out very soon. Thanks.